Look, most people don't have time to babysit crypto trades. That is why I created a set and forget strategy that is averaging 10% a month. And check this out. David, one of our CVA members, had his bots pulling at 30% last month. So let me walk you through the entire setup. By the way, if you want me and my team to do all of the heavy lifting for you, just click the link below and book a call. Hello everyone and welcome to the strategy overview on how this set and forget system works. So in this video, we're not gonna get super technical. We're gonna just go through what the core idea of the strategy is, some rules we have to implement, expectations, and just an overall understanding of how the strategy works and how it makes money. That being said, let's get started. So the core idea. A grid bot runs inside a price range. This is something you learn in the fundamentals, price range or grid range, and places many tiny buy and sell orders. It buys when the price goes down into a grid line and it sells when the price moves up into a higher grid line. It's as simple as that. We all have seen it. The price of a cryptocurrency going down, right? In every grid line, the bot is going to be placing a buy order, and then in every red line, the bot will be placing a sell order. Obviously, taking into consideration your bot is being set up properly, but that is the whole purpose of this section here, the set and forget system. So here's the main idea. Coins rarely move in a straight line. They move in waves up and down. This is Litecoin's price over the last year. You don't see Litecoin being a straight line. You don't see Litecoin going all the way up or going all the way down. Litecoin has been going up and down. And Litecoin is not even a coin we would be trading to say because it's not volatile enough, and you will understand how volatility plays such an important role in this. But this is just to give you an example, right? You can see that Litecoin or any cryptocurrency in that regards is not going to just go up. It's going to go and move sideways. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, but that is the idea. Those waves create trading opportunities all day. Instead of trying to catch one perfect entry or one big move, the bot captures many small moves automatically. Here's a breakdown. For example, this bot has taken 938 transactions in 1 month and 8 days, and it has done 27% in PNL and 28% in bot profit, and it's averaging 0.71% a day. So 1 month and 8 days worth of trading, 938 transactions, 2,426 in cash flow generated, which is a bot profit, $2,287 in PNL, which is unrealized profit and loss, and then the average daily return is around 0.71% a day. What do you notice from this price action? A lot of ups and downs. In fact, we had this massive drop and then we had a massive pump and then another dump, another pump. So this is great volatility. That is the volatility that is going to help us make an insane amount of money when you have the bot set up the right way. So how volatility plays a role. This is the fuel of the system. Think about volatility as the fuel. Volatility means the price moves up and down. As simple as that. Grid bots need this movement to operate. Here's why. If prices go down, the bot buys low. If the prices moves up, the bot sells high. Every down and up and or down movement completes a cycle. So think about this. Here, I'm just gonna zoom in here. When you can see here a grid line. So the bot places a bot order here, and then it places a sold order here. Then it's sold at a higher price. It's sold at a higher price, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold, and then bought again. So it's always going to keep buying and selling at a higher price. There is never the case where the bot buys here and then sells here. That doesn't happen. It will never happen because it's not how the algorithm works. Every B in this picture here is a buy order and every S is a sell order. A grid bot earns nothing without movement. Movement equals trades, trades equals realized profit. So in the case of this example, this bot is averaging around 0.23% a day. In 4 days, it has taken 136 transactions. And as you can see, well, during the first couple of days, the price was moving sideways, but now we just had a pump, so fair enough. Let me show you an example of a coin that has been moving sideways for 1 month. So here's another example. You can see this coin, this grid bot, has done around 30% in P&L and close to 30% in bot profit. And if you notice, there is so much going on here. There's so much ups and downs, so much volatility, but that is the exact same reason the grid trading bot is so profitable in the crypto market, because crypto is literally the most volatile market. In fact, if you ask anyone, oh, why you don't invest in crypto? They're going to say, well, crypto is way too volatile. It can go up 20%, the next day it can go down 30%. Well, guess what? We love that volatility. That's how the bot makes insane amount of money. And this is the system I have been using over the last 5 years. Obviously, there is a formula to it on how to set up successful crypto trading bots, which is what I'm going to be walking you through in this section. But that is the main understanding. This is the fundamental before getting into the strategy. This is exactly why coin selection and volatility checks are the very first thing we do. A bot with great settings but low volatility will barely trade. A bot with high volatility but a weak coin or poor settings will cause early shutdown of the bot. This is the formula for profitable grid trading bots. High volatility plus great coin selection plus optimum settings. And in the upcoming videos, we're going to be breaking down each element of the formula in a separated video, and then we're going to combine everything and just apply the whole formula to set up a profitable crypto trading bot. So in the upcoming videos, this is the formula that I'm going to walk you through. So why timing doesn't matter for grid bots? In normal investing, timing is everything. You need to buy and sell at the right moment or you lose. Grid bots are way different. Grid bots don't need perfect timing because the profits come from the movement, not direction. If price drops after you start the bot simply buys at a lower level. Price goes up, it sells those levels for profit. If prices go up right after you start the bot sells those buy orders at a profit. And this is why the exact starting point doesn't matter. The system makes money from the waves, not from predicting highs and lows. Going back to the idea of volatility. Crypto being the most volatile market out there, very difficult to predict if the prices are going to go up. In fact, you like the example that I show you of Litecoin. This is 1 year worth of price action. Very difficult. So why not profit from that volatility? Makes a lot of sense. Here's the key idea. If your strategy depends on volatility, not prediction, then your entry is not the thing that decides the outcome. As long as the coin moves, the bot will keep completing cycles. Just want to specify more on this point. A cycle is a buy and a sell order. But you must also understand this. Volatility will slow down sometimes. Every coin has quiet moments where the price barely moves. This is very normal. This is part of the process. When volatility slows down, the worst thing you can do is panic. Quiet moments are temporary. In fact, if I show you this one here, there was this time here where things were a little bit slow back then. We had about 1 day and 20 hours of slow volatility. Then we also had around 1 day and 10 hours of slow volatility. And since then we have been pretty good with the volatility, but just to understand that it's normal. Sometimes there are moments where the cryptocurrency stops moving too much. Therefore the bot doesn't place any buy and sell orders. That is totally normal. Like I said, the worst thing you can do is panic, think that the system doesn't work and shut down the bots, because then things like this happen where the prices go up a lot, or even better, when the prices go down a lot, the bot places a lot of buy orders, and then when it goes up, it places a lot of sell orders, which turns out to be an insane amount of money being made by the bot. The bot needs time to work through full cycles, especially after slow periods. This is not a get rich quick approach. In fact, we are going to be looking at an average daily between 0.25 to 1% a day. That is getting us around 6 to 20 or 25% a month. This system is built for steady, consistent progress over time, not overnight jumps, meaning we're not going to see 20, 30% days. We're going to see 0.25, 0.5, 0.6% days. And it doesn't mean that your portfolio is going to grow by that rate, but as long as the bot operates and makes that amount of profit every day, then that will be added into your account over time. So when volatility is high, the bot is active. When volatility is low and prices are barely moving, the bot waits until a trade is executed. Both are part of the same long-term plan. Your job is super simple. Set up the bot correctly, which we're going to help you through the whole process. Let it run, let it breathe, let it do its job. This is how the set and forget strategy works. Now, your next steps are to go over the next videos where I explain each element of the bot formula in more detail. If you get stuck at any point, remember, you can always book a one-on-one with your CSM or join the weekly calls. There are the links here for any of those. So this is the formula we're going to get into the next videos. Make sure you watch them in order, and don't worry, when it comes the time to set up the bot, you're not going to be by yourself. Your client success manager or myself, we will help you during the whole process. So I hope this video makes sense. This is how this strategy is going to work. Now let's move on to the next video.